Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about a superpower that you already have, and you probably use it every single day without even thinking about it. Yeah, I'm talking about math. But wait, not the boring, headache-inducing kind. I mean the kind that actually makes your life way easier.
Be honest. How many times have you thought to yourself, when am I ever going to use this in real life? Well, I've got news for you. The answer is all the time. So let's just forget about dusty chalkboards and complicated formulas for a minute.
Because here's the big idea for today. Mathematics is so much more than just numbers. It's actually a practical tool, a kind of secret weapon for solving real-world problems. From what you're going to buy to where you're going to go.
Okay, let's dive right in and make this super practical. We'll start with a classic scenario that we've all been through, the grocery store run. So, picture this. You walk into the store with a crisp $50 bill in your pocket and your shopping list in hand. The mission? To get everything you need without that awkward moment at the register where you come up short.
So, what's the first step? Well, you got to get organized, right? Instead of letting a jumble of numbers swim around in your head, just lay it all out. We need 5 loaves of bread, 2 gallons of milk, and 3 dozen eggs. See? When you break the problem down like this, it immediately feels way less overwhelming. And the process from here is really just a simple 2-step. First, you figure out the cost for each group of items. Then you just add all those little totals together. It's all just some basic multiplication and addition. No big deal.
And boom, our grand total is just $19. A super quick calculation that totally saves you from any surprises at the checkout line. So there you have it. We started with a $50 budget, we spent just $19, and we've got plenty of cash left over. That's the power of doing a tiny bit of math on the fly.
Okay, now let's take that exact same logic and apply it to something that's maybe even more valuable than money, our time. So here's the situation. You've got a fantastic 6-hour window of free time, but you already know you have to block out 2 hours for studying and another hour and a half for chores. So the big question is, how much of that time is actually left over for you?
If you look at it visually, your 6 hours are already getting carved up by studying and chores. So what's the deal with that big question mark? How big is that missing piece of the pie? Let's find out. And the math to figure this out is, once again, super straightforward. We just take the total time we have and subtract the chunks that are already spoken for.
And there it is, 2.5 hours. That's 2.5 hours free for you to exercise, to relax, to do whatever you want. By counting the cost of your time, you know exactly what you have to work with.
All right, for our last example, let's plan something a little more fun. How about a road trip? Because even here, a little bit of math can make the whole journey go a whole lot smoother.
All we need here are 3 key pieces of information: the total distance of the trip, our car's fuel efficiency, and of course, the price of gas. With just those 3 things, we can figure out our fuel cost before we even pull out of the driveway.
So first, we figure out how many gallons of gas we're going to need. We just divide the distance by our car's miles per gallon. Then once we have that number, we just multiply it by the cost per gallon. Easy peasy. $48. Just like that, you have a real, solid number for your travel budget. No more guesswork, just a clear, calculated cost for fuel. All right, you've seen it in action. Now it's your turn to flex that mental muscle a little bit. I'm going to throw a couple of quick problems your way. You ready? Okay. First one, you've got $60. You want to buy 2 shirts that are $15 each and 2 pairs of pants that are $20 each. Can you afford it all? Think fast. Nope. The answer is no. The shirts are $30, the pants are $40. That adds up to $70 total. You'd be $10 short. Hey, if you got that one right, nice work. Okay, one more. A train covers 100 miles in 2 hours. What is its average speed? You got it. 50 miles per hour. Just divide the distance by the time. See, you're a natural at this. So let's bring this all home. From budgeting your money to managing your time and even planning adventures, it's clear that math isn't just some subject in a textbook. It's a fundamental life skill. And, this idea is absolutely timeless. This ancient wisdom reminds us that planning, measuring, and calculating, these are essential things to do before you start any important project. Whether you're literally building a tower or just planning out your day, taking a moment to count the cost is always the first step to success. It really makes you wonder, what's one area of your life that could benefit from a little more calculation?